So as you guys could hear, we have an ignition problem. Today we have a Volkswagen Golf 4 1998, and we're gonna swap out the ignition cables because some cables are deteriorating, as you can see. This is not good. So gonna rule out that problem and change out the cables and the ignition module, as leaking valve gasket has been leaking oil inside the ignition module. So we're gonna swap out the module because it's filled with oil as it comes out of the connector, and as you can see, everything is dry here, but after that there's a bit of an issue with the gasket, or another little tube, but I think it's a gasket. So I'm gonna do that and maybe order a gasket as we go along, but we start with taking off the plastic, and that's key number 5, I believe. Let's take it off. Today we're working with some ERA parts. This is the correct number, the ignition coil for the Volkswagen Golf. Damn it! And this is the cable set for the 1.4 petrol engine. Sorry, forgot to mention that. This is the part number over here. Stock number over there. NGK makes nice stuff. Original equipment is NGK, I believe. So yep, it's for in 1 second. So let's make sure your socket is well seated, as they're pretty corroded. A little bit at least. Two. Yep. 3, and the 4th one. Yep. All right. Take the cover off. And what do we have here? So this one could be leaking as well, of course. This is a camshaft sensor. We'll have to check it. I think it's the valve cover, because it's kind of wet in some places. So we're gonna take off the cables and grab a marker, perhaps. Here the cables are marked, so number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's check it out. Number 1, we can follow it, is the one on top on the left. Number 2 is the one over here. Number 3 is the one bottom left, and number 4 is the other one right on the right corner, top corner. So if you want to make life easy, grab a marker, something that you can see, or maybe something white. I don't know if you can see the marker on there. No. So yeah, number 1, that's one we have here. That's number 1. Number 2, I believe, was this one. Number 2. Number 3 was right over here. Yep, that's number 3. Yep. And number 4, we mark it down like that, Roman numbers. So take a picture of that, and that way you will be able to make no mistake. Yeah, You can always look for more information or write down the ignition thing. So 1342 for the most engines, and then you can figure out yourself where it belongs in that order. All right, so let's take everything off, and we'll start with taking out just the cables. So this is what you preach. There we go. Nice picture. So you can follow along perfectly. Battery died, so it's pretty hot in here. It's pretty hot in here. But we're not gonna take off all our clothes. Alright. Alright. Looking good, looking good. So we take out number one. Wiggle, 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 and that came out really easy. Maybe too easy. Yeah. It's time for these cables to come out, I think. So yeah, let's take off all the cables, and yep, then take off the plastic. I think that will be the best thing to do. Come on. Of course, that one is rather stuck. Might help it a little bit. Yep, there we go. And that one wasn't making good contacts. Part of our ignition problem, I believe. Yep, for sure. For sure. So contacts are corroded. There's oil in the coil. Yeah, looks like we have a bit of an issue. Yep. Yep, that's why it didn't come off easy. So let's unplug all these from the plastic holder. Now maybe I should move the cap out of the way. Yeah, still in decent nick. And it slides off like this. Yep, just as I expected. I've done just this job in the past, but it's like 10 years ago, so let's figure it out again, shall we? So we cannot forget this. Yeah, we could, but it's better to put it on again. So let's take off number one and check out the spark plugs. So this one is looking good on the inside. It was also pretty good on this side. Number one cable. I like to keep those cables in the case of a breakdown. You never know. If you have an old good cable lying around, why not keep it? So let's take out the spark plugs and check if they need some replacements to be done. Replacing to be done. Yep, number 16 spark plug wrench. And this one is pretty tight in there. So what I'm gonna do, what I like to do, let's get some air. Yep. Have have to use this one because I ran out my other compressor and the one I received in return has to be fixed. So I'm stuck with one compressor. Whatever, clean it. Everything is locked and sealed, so yep, pretty good. This will be a better option. And now we're able to take out the spark plug. Without dropping any filts in the engine. So this one is sitting rather tight. Let's make life a little bit more easy. Bam! So yeah, this one is kind of whitish. The tip is a bit gone. We should replace the spark plugs, I believe. Yep. We'll lay them down 1, 2, 3, 4 and then check them out. That way we can see how the engine is doing and what's happening inside the combustion chamber. So this one is clean as well. And this was the number 2. Number 2 cylinder wasn't doing too good. So corrosion came. Probably because there was no spark going through that cable or a bad one. Yep, the side is good, the side is done. So, into the garbage bin. Now I could blow in this hole, but I'm gonna need to protect the other ones with some rags. You cannot blow in the dirt from the other ones, so put in a rag like this and we're able to clean it. Alright, let's check it out. Yep. Same thing over here. Yep, exactly the same. Yep, number 3 should block off number 2. Make sure nothing falls in there. And apply. Number 3. This one's, I would say, not as clean as the first one, as you can see. Yep, signs of running a bit hot. Yep. So number 3 is a bit on the doubtful side. So number 3 goes in the garbage bin. No. Block off the hole when you take out the spark plug. First clean it. There you go. Oh. And this one is looking a little bit more, yeah, a little bit more normal, I should say. No. So we could see there was a little bit of dirt and aha. Wait a second. So this is from the cable, ignition cable. So this one has been running a little bit not hot, but the cable started to give away its rubber. So yeah, it's definitely time for a new cable. For the rest, the spark plug isn't blowing through, and it isn't quite as the rest. I set normal because I was expecting something like this on all cylinders, but these ones have been running a little bit better, as you can see. This one is a bit black, more black than the other ones, so it hasn't been sparking as bright as these ones. So 1, 2, 3. Let's take out the fourth one. Block off the hole. Everything has a reason. When you take out the spark plugs, inspect them very well. You have all kinds of maps, of course, on the internet for spark plugs, so you can check it out. Yeah, this one is pretty clean over here, and over here pretty clean as well. Not so super clean, but would still make contact, I believe. Although there was some corrosion building up. So what are we gonna do? Gonna keep it or throw it away? Well, as we have some isolation problems over here, as you can see, we are gonna throw it away. So we have one good cable that we could recuperate. Keep for future problems. Let's block off that. Oh, don't use old rags that rip apart. Use some fresh ones. But first take out the spark plug, of course. Yep. And yep, this one looks more like the other ones. Yeah. So here we are. Number one, looking pretty good. Number two, looks to me like they have been running a bit poor, perhaps. And number 3 and 4, you would say they were running a little bit rich, but there was a bad contact to keep in mind. The bad contact, I believe, was on this one. So they're all pretty worn down, so it's difficult to say something about it if you know. Looks like this one is more burnt than the first one. Ah, no, it's less burnt. Yeah, now you can see it. So if you look closely to the tip here, the tip is more melted away. The top, I mean, the top is more melted away than this one. So there you have it. There is your bad contact explanation. Over here you have more mass on this thing than over here. Yep. And from the heat, looks like Yeah, it's no, it's obvious. This one had the bad contact, so it didn't burn as well through the top as this one. So number 1, number 2 with the bad contact. We have number 3 and number 4 with well, maybe a little bit of bad contact, but they still did their job, and yeah, they look like normal worn down spark plugs, so nothing to worry about. Alright, so number 4 we will block it off as well, and now we will order some new spark plugs and then return to swap out this bad boy, and I'll catch you in 1 second. A little bit more dirty on the inside, and over here, yeah, good. So still a good cable. Yeah. Number 1. All the same lengths. Ah, old window sounds pretty good. Oh, and there we go. So, where did the oil came from? It seems that the oil is coming from over here. Yep. So at high RPM, it will flow. It will be blown into the spark coil from the back of the connector, as you can see over here, and this was all filled up with oil, so it was pretty yeah, it was a lot. So the oil eventually went through the connector and is now inside the coil. We could open it up and clean it up, but yeah, as you can see, there's a little silicone in there, and I think we will probably damage it more. We could try it, maybe when I have some time left. I could do it, make a video about it, but for now I have to carry on and install a new one. And yep, let's check it out, and when the spark plugs arrive, I'll continue. These are the spark plugs you need: NGK PUR 6ET10, and the distance between the electrodes is 0.9 or 1.1 between there, so 1 millimeter should be good, and the tightening torque is 30 Newton meters. There you go. So, like magic, we got our new correct spark plugs, BKUR 6ET10. These ones were marked as the original spark plugs. Come with three pins, and yeah, looks pretty special. All right, so now we can continue. And a new bracket for the exhausts. The exhaust as well. Maybe I'll turn it like this so I don't hit it with my leg. Alright, so let's continue with the ignition coil. Ignition coil pack, I should say. Yep, looks pretty good. Also, they're marked on here. We have A, B, C, D. All right, and if I this is 1, 2, 3, 4, also marked on here. Pretty nice, pretty nice. If I take my picture, 1 was on top, so it was sitting like this. So number 1 is A. Number 2 is B, number 3 is C, and number 4 is D. So that's pretty obvious and easy to install. Alright, so let's put this bad boy on, shall we? Goes on like this. Easy cheesy. Yep. Alrighty. Bolts are all the same length. Oh, was sticking it in the wrong hole. Happens occasionally. So, tighten it down. I would say about 10 Newton meters will do, I think. Yep, that's a good one. If you're not sure, always check with a little wrench. Yep. 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 That will be good. Alright, I cleaned this terminal up, the connector, so now we can install it, and yeah, it sits pretty good. Yep. Could always be the case that the pins are a little bit open. In that case you have to push them back a little bit, but these ones are, yeah, the spring action on it is pretty nice. So yep, you can see it's making contact. You can feel it. Oh, damn it, hurt my knee yesterday, so don't worry, still have another one. All right, clean a little bit up. So, new spark plugs. Let's grab a little bit of anti-seize, and as always, don't overdo it. Just a nice little touch on there, like this, will do so the anti-seize cannot rip into the cylinder, and when you take them out, yeah, your life will be a little bit easier. So normally it's marked on the box how you should tighten them. The conical ones, 1/16 of a turn, you should tighten them extra, and these ones are with the seal here, that you have to compress, and it's stated 1.5 a turn till 2/3 of a turn. So 2/3 of a turn will be good maximum. All right, so let's get our spark plug sockets, and of course the racks can come out now. Yep, there we go. Bon, spark plug sockets, where are you? Oh, here. This goes in there, number 16. Yep. And then always start them by hand. Feel for it, for the threads. Look, it's threading like 1 or 2 turns, and now you can pull on it, and it's still loose, of course, but you know you're not cross-threading anything. Normally these ones are almost impossible to cross-thread, because there's no room to do it wrong almost. So in this case there is no room to do it wrong, I think, because my socket is almost as thick as the hole. So, easy cheesy. Now we make contact with the surface, and now we turn it. Oh, there it is. Maximum 2/3 of a turn, extra. So that's 1/4, that's a half a turn, and that's, yeah, you can feel it. The seal is compressed. That's maximum 2/3 of a turn. There you go. All right, so that's one. Now the other 3. Let's do that. All right, done. Paperboard, 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 paperboard. So the longest one in the back, of course. Yep. Nice. I think I'm gonna leave them a little bit out, shove the plastic in, then press them down, put the plastic on. Yep. If you have some electrical grease, put it on. Mine is gone, can't find it, so all the shops are closed today, so I'll do it without. They're new, so they should come apart pretty good. And there's some inside the new cables, I believe, so up. No biggie, no biggie. All right, good. So this should be number 2. Number 1 over here, yeah, looking good, looking good, looking good. So, and this is a 3rd one. Yep, like this. Hopla. And the 4th one, like this. Bam. Then we take our plastic cover. Will be like this. Yep. Right. So number 4, number 3. 2. Hopla. And number 1. Hopla. Smooth. Pretty cool, yes. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, so now we shove it into place. Nope, I can see what's the problem. Yep, will be better without the cap on there. And yep, yep, this will work, I think. Something like this. Oh, so let's press everything, every cable onto the spark plug. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Yep. So I think we're all set here. Now we have to press in the cables, and it's a little bit tight, so I'm going to spray it with some silicone spray. Rubber loves silicone spray. So, yep. Yeah, protect your engine oil. Voila. Should be better, easier. Oh. Man, this is hearts. Yep, that's better. So number one should be living over here. Number 2 should be living over there. Wait a second. Wait for it. Yes. Like this. Number 2, as I recall correctly, lives over here. Number 1 lives over here, but I'm not gonna install it until I figure the rest out. Yep. Number 3 and number 4. Hopla. Are they all seated? I cannot see it. No. Yep. God, they need a good push. That's it. And the fourth one did already click, so. All right. So, yeah, that's number 1. That's number 4 is on the D, and the D. Oh, wait a second. A, B, and D is over here. So number 4 should live over here. Number 3 should live over here. And number 1 over here. Let's check it out with the picture we had. Up. Don't forget to put your cap back on. Let's check out our picture. So number 4 on the top right, number 3 on the bottom left, number 3 is on the bottom left, number 4 is on the top. Number 4 is on, yeah, the top right. All right, so what do we have left here? The cover and the screws. So yeah, you can already check it out if everything works. Let's give it a crank. Make sure the room is well ventilated. Let's give it a crank. Oh, where's the key? Hopla. Oh, no more hesitation. Sweet.